this is the lectern that you speak from. You speak from the center one there. If you need to
Yep.
move it, you adjust it up and down this way.
Okay.
And so just get it to your height. Put your
Okay.
speech down there, say your speech.
Sure,
Once you
sure.
finish, you exit down the same set of stairs.
Okay, yeah.
So when you're getting your document, you come from the middle and go around the back. But when you're coming up for your speech, it's up the front
Okay.
and back down the same way.
Yes, yes.
Okay?
So it's like you mentioned, it's something like in the middle, if they call my name. So
If you're walking around there, just keep walking.
Oh, okay, okay.
They'll wait
And
for
then,
you.
Oh, okay.
They'll
okay.
wait for
And
you.
then I go all this way.
Yeah, and you can just come straight back.
Okay, okay.
That's okay.
experience. It's the teacher of all things. Its lessons propel you forward to overcome obstacles and learn how far you can go. It's what makes you, you. And it's at the heart of every Macquarie University degree. It means you can combine virtual and on-campus learning and personalise your degree. With courses co-created by industry leaders and degrees with inbuilt internships, you learn directly from those with experience. When you're powered by our collective, you get the experience you need to get ahead. You become more than just you. You become you to the power of us. Macquarie University.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to this afternoon's graduation ceremony. Very special occasion. Probably more special that they have to wait 2 years to get here. But anyway, a few things. Please make sure mobile phones are turned to silent. We appreciate that. You're welcome to take photographs, but we ask you do not stand and impede the view of people behind. And we ask that you don't stand in the centre aisle nor approach the stage at any time. Today's ceremony will be streamed live on Macquarie University's YouTube channel. Graduands, if you've ordered plaques or frames, please collect those from around the back where the refreshments will be held. And there are also facilities available for portrait photographs as well, so avail yourself of that opportunity. If we need to evacuate for any reason, please follow the instructions of the security staff. They will be here when and if they're needed. And fortunately, we haven't needed them for a long time, if ever, in my memory anyway. So, a graduate, but I need to talk to you now. Well, my congratulations. It's the university very appreciative of your patience in waiting. 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. But well done. So congratulations for your patience and congratulations on your graduation. Shortly, the academic procession will come through the centre aisle and they'll take their position on stage. You'll be asked to stand, the national anthem will be played, and we ask you to remove your trencher and put it, and then obviously at the end, replace it and make sure the tassel is on the left. If it happens to be anywhere else, there'll be a couple of young women around the back that will sort that out for you, so don't worry too much. There'll be a welcome to country from Uncle Chris Tobin. The presiding officer will address you, and then there'll be an address from a visiting, or it's called an occasional address, so a special guest to give that. Then's the important part. Following that, you'll be asked to stand. It's when the presiding officer confers your degrees upon you. So it's sort of an official thing. Some of you have, or most of you probably had your testamers sent to you at home, and if you brought them back, all well and good. We'll fix those up, but if you haven't brought them back, don't worry, it's okay. We ask that the seat ticket, or I'll just remind you, the seat ticket number should correspond to the seat that you are in. Okay, that's important for us around the back. So as I said, you'll be asked to stand to have your degrees conferred upon you. The registrar at that lectern will inform the presiding officer that you've satisfied the requirements, that you've done everything that you needed to have done to be here, and obviously you're here, so you have to have done them, haven't you? Okay? So, but that's the process. Okay? It's a formality, but it's a necessary formality. As I say, you'll be asked to stand. At the conclusion of that, you'll sit down, and an usher will come and collect the last row. We work from the back to the front. You go around the back that way, and I will give you one of these. I'll have your testamer in here, or pretend testamer if you've forgotten to bring your real ones back for the occasion. We ask that you hold it like that. Now your seat ticket, bring those with you. If they're in your pocket, that's fine, leave them in your pocket. But if not, we'll put them in there, okay? And if you have a mobile phone, bring that with you as well. If you can put it in your pocket, all well and good. If you cannot put it in your pocket, put it in your left hand and we'll put that in front of it like that, okay? So we don't want you to leave things in your seat or on the floor, and I'll explain why later. So we'll give you this, and we ask you to hold it like that. And there's a reason for that as well. You go up the ramp and you'll meet an officer in that far corner. They'll check your name, and then you'll be asked to walk across to that lectern on your right, in that far corner. The presenting officer will read your name. Do we have any Masters of Research? Excellent. Not only will the presenting officer read your name, they'll read the title of your thesis, okay? And then they will do that. They'll salute you by touching their, I was not going to say helmet, but their trencher, and we ask you to do the same. Just reciprocate and do that. And you'll walk across to the presiding officer. And this is important. That's important, but if you forget to do that, don't worry. Don't go back and try again. Just keep coming, okay? And the other important part is when you have your photograph taken. This gentleman photographer keeps reminding me to make sure that you smile, okay? And look your best as you can be, because it's the one and only chance of having an official photograph of your graduation. You can't go home and say, oh, I don't like that one. Can I have another one? The answer's no. Okay, so make it the best you can. Shaking hands, I don't think the presiding officer will shake hands this afternoon. If not, it'll be that, and you can punch them back, or it might be that, or if you don't want to do that, you can do that. And I don't think they will shake hands this afternoon, so it could be a fist punch, a fist fight, or just a nod and hand on the chest. Walk across, down that gap there, not off the edge of the stage, but down there, okay? They did that last week. A couple did jump off the end of the stage for some reason. I have no idea why, because there's an exit sign. Anyway, they didn't do any damage to themselves. And we ask that you don't leave down the centre stairs either. Okay, so you go down there, around and back to your row, and an usher will guide you in that row, but we ask that when you come back you take up the next available seat in that row. Obviously you won't be sitting in the same seat that you are in now. So just keep going through and fill up those seats. The conclusion of that, one of you fine folk will be coming up here to give the graduate speaker's address. Do we have someone? No one? Graduate speaker's address? There is one. Oh, aren't you lucky? Because I get to nominate someone if they don't turn up. I've not had to do it, so don't worry. So come up here. There'll be musical interlude, and then the presiding officer will close the ceremony. Now, process out. Oh, before that, when you're on stage, we ask that there be no selfies. Okay, we appreciate that. It's an important occasion, but please, no selfies. Academic procession will leave, graduates will follow behind, roughly 2 rows at a time, and then out the centre door, around the side, and the sun's shining, I can see, which is great, and enjoy refreshments with your family and friends. Okay, so, yeah, congratulations. Important day in your life. It's an event that you should never miss. And unfortunately, some people can't because if they've had to go home, back overseas, and can't come back for some various reasons. So welcome. I'm just saying that shortly there'll be a conferring of your degrees, and you come back and sit down, and that's your seat. Okay, it's your seat. Now you're the graduate speaker. Yeah. Okay. You'll come up here. You'll be asked to come up and give that later during the ceremony. Well, everyone's just expressed a sigh of relief that someone has come to give the graduate speech. Okay, folks. Well, look. Congratulations, well done, and enjoy today. Okay, thanks.
Congratulations on your graduation, the start of a bright future, a future that Macquarie University wants to share with you. As a graduate, you are now part of our alumni community, a vast connected network that spans the globe, with thought leadership and networking events, locally and around the world, where you can connect with other alumni, find a future employer or employee. Also, as part of the alumni community, you have access to a wide range of benefits, including special discounts, free access to the library for life, an alumni e-magazine, special events, networks, and career and professional development opportunities. We celebrate and champion our graduate stories and achievements, so stay connected and stay informed. Graduation is an amazing milestone and one step on a lifelong partnership with Macquarie. That's you to the power of us. Stay connected by letting us know where your journey takes you. Simply update your details at mq.edu.au/alumni.
Shortly, the academic procession will enter the graduation hall. When they've taken their positions on stage, Advance Australia Fair will be played, and we invite you to join in the singing of the national anthem. Would you please stand for the academic procession?
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Mediga. Hello friends and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this afternoon. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter Bulungari, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success, your advancement our advancement. Now, that was probably better understood in more traditional times when clan groups were smaller and abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here around 250 years ago, he encountered a people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelter from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families without excessive tilling or clearing of the earth. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, no homelessness, and no rents or mortgages. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources which were needed, which were then distributed according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. So remember, this is not a dream or an ideal. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and we are normally very good at looking after each other and the country. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is normally good, and we are naturally a happy people. I would ask, though, that you share your gifts with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Yana.
I'm now pleased to introduce the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic of Macquarie University, Professor Mariella Herberstein.
Thank you very much, Chris, for your warm welcome to the country. And I would also like to acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Watamatical people of the Darug Nation, whose customs have nurtured the lands upon which this university is built and on which we meet today. I'd like to extend my respect to Aboriginal elders, past, present, and emerging, and extend a very warm welcome to any Indigenous guests or students, graduates here today. Distinguished guests, colleagues, families, friends of our graduates, and most importantly, our graduates, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you here today at this graduation ceremony. I bring our graduates and our guests a very special greeting from the members of the University Council, the governing body of the university. I do hope that today will be a day of happy and memorable occasion for you, for all of you. As I came in, I saw a couple of small kids, even babies, and I'd just like to assure you that they're most welcome here at this family event, and any noise they may make or run around in this hall is not only welcome, but also expected. So under no circumstance, please leave the graduation hall, but stay with us and with your children. In fact, I believe as a head of department, in a department meeting, I would have heard much worse in terms of dissent and rockers than we could possibly hear here as well. And I'm turning to my colleague, the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Engineering. Would you agree with that, Leslie? Yes. So please stay with us. Today we celebrate a very wonderful achievement of those who have graduated, who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination, perseverance, and you also need to make sacrifices. You've all worked very hard to get here today, and you have every right to be proud of what you have accomplished. We, the university, are just as proud of you, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate you, each and one of you, in a moment here on stage. I do want to especially acknowledge and welcome the families, supporters, and friends of our graduates here today. You have invited your support network here today, and the fact that you have been invited by one of our graduates to share this very special day with them is proof positive that you have had a very important influence. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. As is customary at a graduation ceremony, we invite an occasional speaker to speak to our class of graduates, to impart their experience, their knowledge onto our graduates. And today I'm very pleased to introduce our occasional speaker, Councillor Jeff Whitten. Councillor Jeff Whitten is a 40-year veteran in the digital technology and cybersecurity industry, a fellow and graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors. Jeff has led companies as CEO and board director for over 30 years. During his 40 years in the industry, Jeff has held many sectors recognized certifications at the highest level. An engineer at his roots, Jeff is a hands-on professional who today mentors cybersecurity practitioners on cyber threat intelligence analysis, incident response, infrastructure protection, disaster recovery and remediation, and he consults with the company C-suite board members on cybersecurity best practices, governance and regulations. A local government councillor for 18 years with a passion for regional and rural Australia that extends to sharing his industry knowledge to improve the outcomes for First Nations people and other diverse communities affected by distance or equity. In 2020, Jeff became a founding director of the Indigenous majority-owned company Yiriga. Yiriga maximises genuine outcomes for First Australian in crucial areas such as cybersecurity, data science, and software development. I now invite Councillor Jeff Whitten to deliver the occasional address. Please join me in welcoming Councillor Jeff Whitten.
Thank you, Deputy Vice-Chancellor. This is my first graduation, and I'm very honoured to have the opportunity to address the graduates of the Faculty of Science and Engineering today. I thank Macquarie University for extending the invitation for me to be involved in this very important day. I want to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians on the land on which we gather, the Darug people. I pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, and extend this acknowledgement to all First Nations people attending today. Today is a day for you. It is a day to acknowledge your achievement. Each of you has a unique story of why and how you are here today. For some, this is the beginning of your professional career. For others, it is a validation of an already prospering or successful career. And there are those, today is the accomplishment of a long-held dream to achieve an academic outcome. Today, you all celebrate a milestone, a new chapter of your unique story with friends and family. I congratulate you all on achieving your graduation objectives. I mentioned that we all have unique stories that bring us together today. I was thrilled when my good friend, Professor Michael Sheng, invited me to share my story with you today. And Michael was particularly eager for me to share the work we are doing in empowering Australia's First Nations people by providing opportunities and pathways to allow them to become involved in our industry. But allow me first to tell you a little bit about myself and my gift of receiving a life-changing opportunity, and briefly share some of the amazing life this industry has in store for you. For the past 42 years, I've been fortunate to be involved in the technology and innovation industry, way long before some of you were born. I prefer the used word involved rather than worked, and journey rather than a career, because my involved journey in this industry began from a good deed that changed my life. This good deed started my industry involvement, which became my life in an industry I love, and has allowed me to be standing here sharing my story with you today. Today I am referred to by colleagues and friends as an industry veteran. I have been privileged to meet and collaborate with many brilliant minds, colleagues, friends, and mentors who refuse to believe nothing is impossible in a time when we were inventing the industry, changing the world, and becoming part of history. I became an expert in every level of the OSI model across all areas of technology and innovation in a time when not many people had skills in this industry, and we were inventing those skills. At one time or another, I've held every popular industry certification. I created my own companies that provided several hundred people with careers, opportunities in technology and innovation and the innovation sector. I met many industry innovation legends, including Gates and Job and others. I consulted and advised decision makers at the highest levels of government, corporations in Australia and in other countries. As mentioned earlier, for the past 18 years I have served as the community of Orange as a local government councillor, and for 30 years I have served on non-for-profit boards, and in 2007 was made a Fellow of the Australian Institute of Company Directors. Early in my journey as a federal government employee, I was trained in techniques in the area today we call cyber security. Today I advise many companies and boards on cyber security, and it has been mentioned those areas of cyber incident response, threat intelligence analysts, offence and defence teams, cybercrime investigation specialists, and cyber security operations managers. I have done some really unique things in areas that today I can't talk about. In 2020, I was invited to become an ambassador for the New South Wales Department of Investment and Cyber Security Hub, a voluntary role where I speak to school students all over New South Wales about the opportunities that await them in the field of cyber security, and I get to show them some really cool stuff. Now, the only thing that you should be asking yourself is, what was the good deed that changed his life? As mentioned, in 2020 I became a founding director of Yirigar, a majority-owned First Nations technology company. The mission of this company is to provide tangible education and job opportunities for Indigenous people and communities and other diverse communities, providing entry-level, reskilling, upskilling or transitional pathway programs in the disciplines of cybersecurity, data sciences and software development. I was approached by good friend Warren Mundine, AO, and his sons Yarwin and Geelong. They asked if I would help them build this business. Yurigar's purpose is about changing Indigenous lives through opportunity and empowerment. It is about building an organisation on cultural trust with an in-depth understanding of kinship and the reverence and relationship First Nations people have with the country. An understanding that has been passed on to me by Board Chair Dr. Lynette Riley, a proud Wiradjuri Gamilaroi woman. The past 2 years has seen Yurigar introduce gamified cybersecurity AI ranges with full curriculum and management systems. All of the programs are industry-based NIST and NICE certifications that give the opportunity for these people to actually walk into a job with one certification. Yurigar has partnered with Macquarie University on several initiatives. We sponsored Indigenous PhD scholarship program in cybersecurity, and Yurigar provides cybersecurity incident response certifications through work-integrated learning programs for Macquarie's degree candidates in the final 13 weeks of their master's degree. There are many other initiatives Yurigar is introducing, and I'm incredibly excited to be part of an organisation that is offering life-changing opportunities to communities that have previously not had access to industry because of several inequities that we hope to change. Okay, my life-changing opportunity. The year is 1980, that's last century. Apple and Microsoft were startups. Data link speeds were 2400 bits per second. That's 2.4K. That's top speed. And we measured processing power by the number of floors and city blocks the system required to operate. And at 19, I started my journey as a trainee with Telecom Australia, today Telstra. So I wind back 3 years from 1980, 1977. I drop out of school. I've lost interest in school. I start my first job building washing machines, where I met new people, learning new things, was treated as an adult and got paid. But I realised that I could not see myself doing this for the rest of my life. I discussed this with my father, and he knew I had an interest in engineering and electronics, and suggested that I visit the local Telecom Australia manager, which I did. On my first visit with the Telstra manager, or Telecom manager, he explained to me that there were no positions, and if there were, it would be very difficult for me as I had no leaving certificate. My father suggested visit the manager regularly until he tells you to go away. So I did. Every Thursday after finishing work for 12 months, until one visit he calls me into his office. And I thought, here we go. He's going to tell me to go away. He said to me, son, I have to nominate a person to fill a traineeship position, but you don't meet the educational prerequisites. And I am taking a risk if I select you. Still, I'm going to give it a shot. What you do with this opportunity now is in your hands. The good deed by this man, Mr. Bruce Casey, changed my life forever. January 1980, I started the career that would put me in front of you today. Speaking to you as a 42-year veteran of the digital technology industry, this gesture in gifting me this opportunity launched me into an industry of continual learning, hard work, change that continues to this very day. Many years later, I visited Mr. Casey to thank him for what he had done. He said he did nothing. He said, you took this opportunity and made it yours. You did the hard work, you did the study. I said, you took the risk in selecting me and gave me the opportunity that changed and shaped my life. I'm eternally grateful for this opportunity. In preparing for this address, I thought about what I could say to you today that might be profound enough to inspire you, to motivate you, and to leave you with something that you will remember as you embark on your journey, as I did many years ago. The purpose of your life is to enjoy. The purpose of your learning is to create and innovate. The greatest joy in life is to give. Share your knowledge and experiences, and you will change people's lives and your life. You have worked hard to be here today. This is your opportunity, as was mine. You will leave here today and make your own history. After 42 years, if you, like me, still look forward to every new day as the first day of your career, you have chosen wisely. When you love what you do, learning is no longer a task. It becomes wisdom. Consider this: most of the innovations we have today came from the minds of those who were not born into technology. They invented it. Imagine what extraordinary things we have to look forward to from those brilliant innovators born into technology. This is you. Go out, create the future, and fulfil the purpose of your life. Enjoyment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Whitten, for sharing your journey, for sharing your key moments of opportunity that you've taken. And I think this is one of the key messages for our graduates, is about seeing those opportunities and taking them as you did about a while ago, and that you can identify, you can really say this was one of those key moments as you're looking back. Looking forward, it may not be as clear where the next opportunity lies, but I'm sure when you fall over it, you can identify it, and I join you in encouraging you to take those opportunities and see where they take you. I think the other really important message that you've sent was about using your position, your influence, your education to empower others. And I found your work with the First Nations particularly inspiring. So please, can you join me again in thanking Councillor Whitten for addressing us today? As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. In just a moment, you will come across stage. To keep us safe, I won't be shaking hands, but we can do one of three things. We can do a fist bump, an elbow bump, or a bow. So as you come across, just indicate which one of the three you would like to request of me, and our photographer will capture that moment. So these are the instructions for our graduates. For family and friends, the louder you cheer, I will pause with the graduate, we'll look your way, we'll do a little wave for your own camera. So I encourage you to really support your loved one as they walk across the stage. It will be rewarded by a bit of a pause and a wave towards you. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Dr. Brad Winden, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all the candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. I now call on Distinguished Professor Leslie Hughes, Interim Executive Dean of the Faculty of Science and Engineering, to present the graduates. Professor Hughes.
Good afternoon, everyone. While our graduates are making their way to the back of the stage, I'd like to take a few moments to give you a brief overview of the Faculty of Science and Engineering from which your loved ones are graduating. And I hope to give you some understanding of why we are so proud of this faculty. We are a dynamic faculty driven by the spirit of discovery. We strive to nurture the next generation of science and technology innovators. We supervise and progress more than 400 higher degree research students undertaking their Masters and PhDs across a wide range of specialist discipline areas. And we have more than 600 staff, comprising academic, professional and technical staff, and we serve over 6,000 undergraduate students. Our research and teaching addresses the big issues faced by society in Australia. We are also very proud that we can pair within one faculty the disciplines of engineering and science, which means that our research discoveries in science see direct technological innovation, applications in engineering very quickly. Our exciting research currently underway ranges from developing new ways of producing hydrogen to nature-based solutions to tackle the climate change crisis. We are also very active within many industry partnerships, commercial collaborations and joint enterprise initiatives with government, industry and business partners. So with no further ado, let's get on with the real business of the day. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. Hang on a minute. It's hard being first. Whom you have admitted to degrees and awarded diplomas. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology and Bachelor of Security Studies, Alexander Bielosevic. Bhushan Niteshbhai Oza. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Raja Chowdhury. Elizabeth Wang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Digital Business, Michael Peter Fitness. Negin Gomnal Kalkoran. Ricky Guan. Sarah Lavamakoka. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of E-Business, Tatiana Lee. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology, Radid Ahmed. Mirza Hamza Beg. Kristina Blazewska. Justin David Calder. Noah Carpenter. Daniel Cass. Simon Chalmers. Stanley Kondus. Ashley Taylor Cook. Heather Copland. Caio Rafael da Costa Alves. Fernando Jorges. Sana Halim Ghaffar. Fernando Gabriel Garon, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Nicholas Liam Gumeli. Guang Hui Ha, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Jintao Han. James Hill. Aktha Hussain. Nicholas Anthony Ingengery. Daniel Arvin Jebulan. Sophie Kaylin. Hyun Seo Kim. Hui Kim Lee. Jack Wales Levin. Cody Liu. Vincent Lai. Sartak Mahajan. Nilaksha Praveen Mendes. Jack Douglas May. Harrison Mitchell. Matthew Andrew Lawrence Mitchell. Asad Muawad. Peter Christopher Musa. Daniel Moxie. Luis Milonis. Alan Nguyen. Alejandro Neves Gonzalez. Hudson William Ra O'Brien. Venus Isabel Parfait. Joshua John Pauline. Sabine Prasai. Daniel Alexander Riley. Timothy William Robinson. Natasha Neha Sharma. Nitin Singh. Lachlan Slater Launt. Oliver Aidan Smith. Sirapop Sompamit. Anna Stefanovic. Ivan Suman. Thomas Charles Tapner, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Michael Teofilo. Darjun Thanusan. Cooper Timewell, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. James Joseph Toswill. Emel Unsal. Arnoud van Wyk. Maria Concepcion Teguinod Velasco. Sandy Vo. Aaron Thomas Wedd. Man Him Wong. Lin Ji. Yuting Zheng. Zhejing Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Matthew Long. Amy Ashley Tara Sorofumo. Tracy Truong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Information Technology, Rana Salal Ali. Karthik Arya Kumar. Anurag Arora. Lakshay Bajaj. Yash Raziklal Chauhan. Jibon Chowdhury. John Cease Tolentino Jella. Abdullah Hassin. Santosh Kanal. Subin Mahajan. Sachit Mathur. Diptangshu Mazumdar. Nitin Rajesh Rohra. Shadman Roof. Depesh Sanju. Kandoka Shadman Sakib. Darshan Ravindra Sawant. Jignesh Jagdish Kumar Shah. Shivang Sharma. Nishal Ravindra Shetty. Rajesh Shrestha. John Timilsina. Zihong Yang. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Science Innovation in Information Technology, Prakash Chetri. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, a higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Research, Virginia Louise Whitehouse, for a thesis entitled Trans and Gender Diverse Players, Avatars and the Performance of Gender. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality, shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Queen Nguyen, for a thesis entitled From Theory to Practice Towards Scalable and Smart Energy Monitoring Based on the Internet of Things. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I call on Dr. Queen Nguyen, who has graduated today with the Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Nguyen.
Good afternoon, Vice-Chancellor, members of University, fellow graduates and guests. It's a great honor for me to be here today as a proud PhD graduate of Macquarie University and share with you my wonderful learning and researching experience here. Previously, I had 3 master's degrees in different fields, including Master of Web Technology at the University of Lyon 1 in France, and Master of Information Technology, and Master of Business Administration at the University of Newcastle. Sorry, just a little bit nervous for today. Yeah, that's why my friend often call me a degree collector. In 2017, I applied a PhD program in machine learning without any experience before, and thanks to the supervision of Professor Michael Cheng, with his expertise and professionalism, I have become who I am today, with the success in my academic research and also in my professional life. Thanks to the CRC PhD program where I got my scholarship, this program offered me the opportunity to work in industry 4 days a week to gain more experience. And in 2018, I got funding from the Faculty of Science and Engineering to commercialize my research ideas. This entrepreneurship program helped me to improve my business skill and expand my network to industry and build up my business dream. In 2020, I founded Clever Agriculture, where we can apply advanced technology in Internet of Things and artificial intelligence to solve many existing problems in agriculture. While doing my own business, and I have also been working as a data consultant of the Australian Taxation Office and at the management level. I'm proud to say that I have become the first and youngest generation of Australian farmers who obtain a high degree in STEM field. And thanks to all of the research skills and other technical skills that I have developed during my PhD, which helped me become more confident and successful in whatever I have been doing. Finally, I want to take this opportunity to thank my family, especially my dad, who is here today with me, and my mom, unfortunately, could not be here, as she passed away when I was still a high school student. But I know she will be always by my side. And I also want to thank my colleagues, friends, and especially my supervisor, Professor Michael Cheng and Dr. Wei Zhen. Again, congratulations to all of you, and enjoy the rest of graduation ceremonies today. Thank you.
Congratulations, Queen, and thank you very much for addressing the graduation today and telling us about your pathway to your PhD. And I would encourage everyone to also start collecting degrees, as Queen has. And if you would like to find out more about any degrees we offer here at Macquarie University, please have a chat with me outside after the ceremony. This wonderful voice belongs to Miss Angela Brewer, who is the CEO and Artistic Director of Coast Opera Australia. Please all join me in thanking Angela again. At this point, I would also like to thank our musicians here today. We have on the organ Heather Moyne-Boyd, and on the trumpet, Colin Grisdale. Our graduations would not be as successful with the help of our alumni community who come and help us on the day. So I would like to ask our alumni to please stand and for you all to join me in thanking them. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it's certainly not the end of your association with us. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni community. It's a network with over 214,000 Macquarie alumni spanning the globe. We will keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office, and we hope that you will come back here to visit the campus, to attend alumni events, to undertake more study, or simply just to enjoy the beautiful campus for a picnic. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities, many privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourself to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourself, and I urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. My hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. I hope that you will always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here today, and also quite noisy. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you a few things. First, could all graduates please stand? Now please place your testama on the seat. Turn to face your family and give them a mighty round of applause. You can turn around now, but please don't sit down yet, because here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you through your journey. So please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but do pick up your testament. Wouldn't want to stay behind. The official party will soon leave the graduation hall, followed by the graduates. If I could now please ask everyone to stand. Shortly, the May Sparrow and I will lead the procession out of the graduation hall. I'll invite you all to please join us for small refreshments just around the corner in the courtyard. Again, to the graduates, my warmest congratulations and the very best for your futures, filled with success, satisfaction, and importantly, happiness.